least we're vibing.
Yeah.
Just straight up vibing.
We be vibing.
Hell yeah. How's it going?
It's going. What's up, Blair? What's going on, buddy?
I think it's going to be one of those shows today.
One of those shows. It's always one of those shows when we get together. I don't even know if we should talk about anything of wrestling.
We
Why
can
not?
just hang out, you know?
We can.
Like, I figured there's going to be a plethora of pop culture references that we make throughout the show.
Plethora. We survived our internet beef. I think we won, actually.
I think we did. I did not hear a clap back.
I would think that we roasted the guy, the dude, the clandestine wrestling society leader.
Where does this sit in the annals of the current hip hop beef going on with Drake and like Kendrick and all those?
I think number one.
Yeah.
I think Drake and Kendrick took notes from us.
So it should be the talk of the interwebs, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I think it should be.
The World Wide Web.
I know Barack Arani tried, but
he did.
You know, like I said, people have stepped to the king before, and they don't. Boom! They get roasted.
Step to the king, you better not miss.
That's right. The kings. That's us.
Yeah.
We're exposure.
Yeah.
Yeah. We make picks, and we stand by those picks,
including the new LPW champion, Larry Woods.
That's right.
We picked here.
I wonder what Larry Woods is doing right now. What do you think Larry Woods is doing on a Saturday morning?
Chopping trees.
Just chopping trees with his bare hands.
Yeah, probably ripping them right out of the ground. Just in a tank top, sweat pouring down his face, ripping trees out.
Glistening. The bald spot is glistening ever so beautifully.
Hell yeah. You know, we're talking about nothing, but we're at least entertaining Ray in the chat. I mean, I'm glad we can make your OT a little bit more tolerable.
We definitely try, man. We definitely try.
And Ray, there is a 85% chance I will be down in Thief River Falls this upcoming Saturday for the Destination Pro show. So
there's a what percent chance?
85, I think I said.
Maybe. How do we bump that to 100, bud?
I think it's going to be a game time decision next Saturday. If the person I'm supposed to go with is like, hell yeah, let's go, then that's 100.
Ah, I see.
We're going to drive down for the show, come back afterwards. It's about like a 2.5, 3 hour drive.
Oh, that's not terrible. That's not terrible.
And it's a solid lineup. I mean, Kurt Angle's going to be there, Moose, Josh Alexander, and then like some really incredible wrestlers from the Midwest. So, and he's got my Bussy t-shirt down there. So,
oh yeah.
Okay.
So you're gonna show up shirtless, get the shirt, put the shirt on?
I might. I'm tempted to.
If I looked like you, I would do that.
Yeah.
If I had the body of an Adonis.
It was chest day at the gym today. There is not a body of an Adonis here because I'm just crushing chicken tenders at 9 a.m.
Chicken tendies. Mm-hmm. Chicken tenders go well at any time of the day.
They really do.
I don't think there's ever a moment in the day where you're like, chicken tenders. No, I think you always have a good spot for them. Why chicken tenders today? What's the significance? Because you even posted that you were going to be crushing chicken tenders.
Leftovers.
From?
Popeyes.
Oh, Popeyes chicken tendies on top of it.
We had a little birthday celebration for the youngest here yesterday. And Mrs. Grainmaker picked up a whole bunch of Popeyes. So there's a lot left over. So I'm crushing chicken tendies.
All day.
Hell yeah.
Crushing chicken tendies and crushing independent wrestling takes. That's what we do on For Exposure.
We got some. We're staying north of the border for quite a bit of this one this week.
I was gonna say this is a very Canadian heavy For Exposure, which is fine with me.
Just trying to shine some light on some other stuff going on, and branching out there.
Yes, sir. So where do you want to start today?
You want to talk some IWS right off the bat?
Yeah, why not? There's a big IWS show, Freedom to Fight, on Thriller TV tonight.
Sup, nerds?
What's up, nerds? Says Lawrence. Hi, Lawrence. He will be on this very channel later today around 1 o'clock doing a Backlash watch along / sidecast. So tune in here at 1 o'clock. Lawrence has got you covered on all things WWE Backlash.
Mm-hmm.
And I may or may not pop in at some point during said watch along after I get back from the lunch I'm having with the fan.
So we'll talk some IWS to kick things off, and I'll put up the incredible graphics that one Zach made for us, and we can chat a little bit about these and then carry on. How's that sound?
Sounds like a plan. Carry on my wayward son.
Just got to make sure I click loop so it plays continuous.
There'll be beef. Peace. There'll be peace. I said there'll be beef. We're all about that beef today.
Yeah. All right. We're kicking things off with a big one as Big Ben Ortmans is challenging for the IWS Heavyweight Championship against the new champion, Carl Jepsen, his first title defense, if I'm not mistaken, in IWS.
Yes, it is.
So, how are you feeling about this one? I mean, this is a big opportunity for Big Ben.
I'm in a bit of a pickle here.
Mm-hmm.
Ben is my brother in arms, that hog carrying member, that massive hog carrying member. At that, I love Big Ben Ortmans. He's fantastic. He won that number one contendership at the last IWS show to get the shot at Carl Jepsen, who won at that IWS show, beating Benjamin Toll, who it was no easy feat. I'm stuck here because I love me some Carl Jepsen as well. Mm-hmm. I think he's fantastic. I think more people need to learn his name, get to know him, because he is the goods. But I can't ever go against my brother. He's been on this show.
Yes.
Big Ben Ortman's gonna shock the world and take it home for
our first guest.
Yes, I think he was our first guest on this show. He had a great time. I love Ben. This match, I think either way, is going to be awesome.
So you're pretty torn with this one because I know how big of a fan you are of Carl Jepsen. You picked him to win the championship last month.
Every time.
You are a card-carrying member of the Ben Ortmans fan club.
I am a president of the Ben Ortmans fan club, that massive hog-carrying gentleman.
So, I mean, you must be torn with this one. I would not want to be.
I'm like Natalie and Bruglia. I'm torn, lying naked on the floor. Remember that song?
It's a banger.
That's a throwback reference.
Banger alert.
Woo, woo, woo. And I'm already torn. Ooh.
So you think Ben's gonna become?
I can't pick against my boy. I can't do it. So
you know that these two are gonna beat the crap out of each other.
I know this match is gonna rule.
Like I mean, last month I did pick against Carl. I did not think he was going to win, but he pulled off a massive victory, and I'm excited to see what this championship reign looks for Carl Jepsen.
So
I think there's a lot of potential for it.
So you got him winning?
I don't know if I want heat with Big Ben. That's the thing.
It's
okay. If we're making picks. We'll make picks for tonight. I'll take Carl. He's got to retain. Okay. I do not think it's a one and done. I think it's going to be a hard fought match.
You hear that, Ben? You hear that, Ben?
Don't you start.
Either way, it's going to be a hell of a fight. It's going to be hard hitting.
It is no slouch to Ben at all because Ben can go.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I think it be like last strike win sort of thing. Like it's going to go right down to the wire. There's not going to be any shenanigans, no BS. It's just going to be a hard fought match, and that's what I want.
Heck yeah.
So.
Lauren's saying, Ben, I'm with you.
Yeah. So, all right. Next up, so we're going to keep track of these picks.
Sure.
Okay, and we'll put a post up later. We'll see how it goes.
Yes, we will. Do I have a pen? No, I don't. Okay, I got it.
Okay.
Technology.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay.
There we go.
We have Casanova Productions and Alec Mays taking on the Dojo of Rock. What's up with Alex Mays and teaming up with Casanova Productions? That's what I want to know.
I mean, let's be honest, dude. If you want to win, you team up with Casanova Productions, dude. Casanova Productions is fantastic. Why wouldn't Alex Mays want to hang out with, them.
I think I'm just a little surprised.
Put that graphic up again.
You want the graphic up again?
Yeah, let me double check something here. Yeah, look, he fits right in. Look how perfectly he fits in with Casanova Productions. That's what I wanted to see. Again, look at it. It's beautiful. It's three beautiful gentlemen doing beautiful things. Sorry, Dojo of Rock. You're about to get...
Okay, I could see it. I could see Alex Mays becoming a card-carrying member of Casanova Productions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Right there.
There we go. Get our faces back on. Yeah. Yeah, he looks perfect in that little scenario. Dojo of Rock and Dante Du Bois. Du Bois. Did I say Du Bois like a true American?
Yes, Du Bois.
It's Du Bois.
So, I don't know. I do enjoy Casanova Productions. I'm an Alex Mays fan. I haven't seen too much of Dojo of Rock or Daniel Dubois, but I'm excited for this one. I love me some trios matches, and this one is doesn't stray too far from that path.
Yeah, but you can't go against. I get like, look, it's just perfect. Casanova Productions is on a roll here. Watch out! It looks like Loris is taking the Dojo of Rock here.
Yeah, well, it's okay. I'll take Casanova and Alex Mays.
Oh, look at you! Yes, yeah, I've convinced you.
You have. After seeing Alex Mays in there, like I'm ready for the promo machine to behind Alex Mays and Casanova Productions. I'm excited to see what they can do for him.
Yeah, he's got to do something on this card. Why not hang out with the best of the bunch?
Yeah, to the moon.
You know who else hangs out with Casanova Productions? The Prime Minister of Canada.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So this.
Yeah, right there. Boom.
For the IWS Canadian Championship, our Prime Minister, Matt Viviani, and champion, taking on Flying Frank Milano. You have had the opportunity to get to know Matt Viviani a little bit more as of late.
Nice.
You like that little segue?
I like that, yeah.
Like
I did. I did an interview with Matt Viviani. It's up on lovewrestling.ca.
Well, give us a little morsel of it. How is he feeling heading into this match?
Oh, he thinks he's no question. He's like, I'm gonna beat the brakes off of Frank Milano. That's his words.
Is he taking Frank a little too lightly?
And when you're the Prime Minister of Canada, I don't think you take anything lightly, right?
I don't know. He seems to be very confident with this matchup.
Yeah,
maybe.
Again, you're the Prime Minister. Can't start. I was actually Zach just messaged me about that interview, and I was like, oh, what is that? Okay, so I thought maybe I screwed something up because I had to full shoot. I am from the United States. I don't know exactly how much, what prime ministers and all that work up in Canada. So I was like, did I spell it right? Did I call it Paul Mart Hill or something?
What? Oh, Paul.
Yeah,
Hill.
Yeah, Parliament Hill. Did I sell it wrong? Sell it wrong, spell it wrong, can't speak. But no, I think he might be in full shoot kayfabe world. Yeah, he might be taking Frank Milano a little lightly because he's so confident and cocky as your Canadian champion. Mm-hmm. But this is another matchup. I think that's just going to be a slugfest, hard hitting. Both these, obviously, Matt wants to hold on to the championship. Frank wants that championship and would like to stop this reign of, the Prime Minister of Matt Viviani. So I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going with Viviani to retain. Obviously, my allegiances are very clear on this card.
Do you think that focus is there? Because he did put out that proclamation that he wants any and all comers to challenge for Mario Kart.
I know he's been very focused on the Matt Viviani Mario Kart Invitational that he's been screaming to the high heavens about. He is pretty much a member of, he is the Prime Minister. He's a member of government, so he's got a lot of tax reform things and schools to build. It's kind of like we talked about with MRB, right? We had MR last week. We were talking about, is there too much going on with you trying to save everybody? Did you overlook Larry Woods a little bit? Mm-hmm. It could be a situation where Viviani slips. I don't see it happening, but I have been wrong before. How do you feel?
Frank is a tough challenger. He does have, he comes from a wrestling family. So, it's a huge opportunity for him. But Viviani, he's got all the tricks. He's a conniving one,
Hey, he did say he'll do anything he can to win. So he did call out Frank's dad.
And look at how like most government officials, I mean, they're sneaky.
Yeah.
They're snakes.
Couldn't he just sign a bill into law or something that says like that Frank can't win?
Yeah.
Can't you just do that?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Can't,
Maybe it's going to get passed. Bill 69 is getting passed.
yeah. If Frank Milano cannot become Canadian champion no matter what happens,
Yeah.
and then he just keeps it. There you go. I mean,
So,
there's lots of things.
this is going to turn into a soap opera.
Of
The 10th degree. You're taking Matt Viviani.
course. Why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I?
I think it's definitely going to be this one's going to be a battle. And I'm excited to see the fight that Frank's going to put up. I don't know if he pulls out the victory, but vote no. Wow, Lawrence.
Listen, anybody that'll sit there on a stream with me and call out Zach for his vocabulary words that don't exist because he's an alien is always going to get my vote no matter what.
Mhm.
The ampersand is not a thing. And me and Matt Viviani, we know that.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay. So it's Viviani's across the board.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
All right. For the IWS Women's Championship. Now, originally it was supposed to be Leah Sparks and LuFisto both challenging champion Katrina Creed for the title. Unfortunately, LuFisto had to pull out of her upcoming bookings, including this match. So she will not be a part of this one. So it is going to be Katrina Creed defending her title against Leah Sparks.
All right.
So, I mean, this is a matchup where you're planning to have two competitors coming at you. At least you can focus a little bit more in a one-on-one match than having to worry about a veteran presence like LuFisto in there.
Well, not even that, especially for Katrina Creed. I can't speak this morning. I'm having trouble. But I can sing. You don't have to have that. You don't have to also worry about that like emotion that goes into fighting LuFisto because of their history, because of the heated rivalry. You can kind of like refocus all of that. Because you know how it is when you're overly emotional about somebody and you really got that like red in your eye for that person, that blood
you aren't thinking
boiling. You're not thinking straight, so it kind of takes you off your game a little bit. Oh, we got Dash in the house. Morning, Dash. So yeah, so for Creed, I think it's going to be. I don't want to say it's an easier match. I don't want to discredit Leah Sparks at all. She's fantastic, but I think that emotion now can be controlled a little bit more, and she can do what she does, and she can just be that killer that she is and not let her emotions get the best of her, because LuFisto brings that out of you even if you don't have like a blood feud going on, because that's how good she is. So
no, it does even things out a little bit more. I think it's one less thing for Katrina to worry about, but you have to think Leah's going to be coming gunning. I mean, her mindset for this hasn't changed, because you got to think all I'm doing is coming for the title. Whereas Katrina's thinking, I've got two wrestlers, both viable contenders. They're both coming at me. So some of that prep is thinking of how to, defeat LuFisto in this, but now it's just focused one-on-one. So, I mean, it won't be an easier defense because, I mean, just because LuFisto's not in it, Leah's going to be coming gunning for that championship.
I think she's going to show out, though. I think this is going to be a match where you go, oh, man, there's going to be a lot of times where you're like, Leah's going to get it done.
Yep. 100%.
But ultimately,
I think Leah's going to put up a hell of a fight. But I think Katrina is going to stand pat and still. And there's a wild card in all of this, because, I mean, Danny Leo just posted on social medias yesterday about making an appearance at IWS. So
throw her in the mix. Maybe they make it a triple threat.
I don't know if they make it, but her eyes are set on that title too. So
she could get involved. Yeah.
And she's a player in IWS. Make no doubt about it. Like, she will come gunning for that championship.
Heck yeah. So we got Katrina Creed. Learn how to speak today.
Yes.
I'm not good with words like Dash in the Park is.
Yeah. You don't enunciate.
But he doesn't like fun.
He doesn't.
Neither does Blair. He likes chicken tendies.
Sway Archer versus Green Phantom. So we got part of Dynasty representing one of the legends in Montreal wrestling, Green Phantom.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
This match, I mean, I feel like this is one I want to see. You know that I'm all about the Dynasty.
We're all about the dynasty up in here.
All about dynasty. But this is one where I want to see these two in the ring, because I think no words can describe the match that these two can and will put on.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're going to show out 100% in this match.
Yeah, I was just watching Sway Archer at the last IWS show, doing some prep for the Viviani article I was talking about. Just kind of watching some things, and he's so smooth in the ring, dude. I love him. He's so good. And then, like you said, Green Phantom, absolute legend in the game. Shows out every time he's in the ring. I think that this is a match that when we go back and we look at this card, we're going to go, that might have been match of the night there. These two might steal the show. It might be, people might be overlooking it because there are some other heavy hitter matches on this card. But for me, I'm going to go with Sway. I think it's Dynasty's time, man. It's going to be a Dynasty heavy show.
Yeah. I think Sway's going to put up a hell of a fight. Like, that's the best way to describe it, was like, this is a match where after the show's said and done, you're going to look back and be like, that was a match of the night. That's the vibe with this one. It's going to sneak under the radar, but when it happens, it's going to hit like a truck. So you're taking Sway. I'll go the other way. I'll take Green Phantom.
Ooh, sneaky as I write these down.
Not this, I think he's going to pull out a victory. I don't think may not be, by the best of ways, but he's going to pull out a victory. And I still got all the love for Dynasty. I just think Green Phantom's going to pick up a win.
Oh, watch out. You're not going to make friends with our voice Dynasty.
It's okay. When Sway comes on the podcast, the Grainmaker podcast, I don't pick him all the time.
There you go. Challenge accepted. You heard it here first, Sway.
Yeah. All right. We have... I think one of the graphics went up twice there, because there is a tag title match that we will talk about right away.
Wait, did I put two graphics up and miss one, or did I not?
Yeah, I think so.
What?
Right under Green Phantom.
What?
Wait. I see two of the same.
Oh, no.
That's
I even counted and everything. So who did I miss? What match did I miss?
The tag match.
Okay, gotcha.
Tag match. So,
all right, hold on.
Okay.
Uno momento.
Yeah, but we got Kristara facing off against Matt Angel. Just announced this week, both Kristara and Katrina Creed are going to be making Beyond Wrestling appearances coming up shortly, which is huge for both of them.
Oh, that is big.
Yeah, making the dip down to the Northeast in the States. Massive opportunity for them. And this match is a huge opportunity for Kristara too. Solidify yourself in the IWS rankings, possibly get another title match out of this, whether it's for the women's title, maybe tag titles. Pardon me. So I'm hyped for this one. Yeah,
it's gonna be a good match. And yeah, maybe Kristara will join her friend Alex Mays in victory at Cast Over Productions, but I'm very excited with it. I don't know much about her opponent. Sorry, as I look for this video, let me see. You know what? They're all the same.
I know they all look the same at the start.
They all look the same at the start. So, okay.
Yeah, Matt Angel, not someone I'm overly familiar with, but I mean, this is a match. I mean, when you have someone of the talent of Kristara, you got to come in there, show out, and I have no doubt that Matt Angel will. But it's when you've seen what Kristara can do in the ring. I mean, I got to take Kristara. I mean, no.
Oh yeah, we always go with Kristara. She's the best, dude. She's the absolute best. As I sit here and look for this thing,
so we're both taking Kristara. I mean, there's not much. We have our picks, but I'm excited for Matt Angel to come out and put out a hell of a performance. So,
yeah, put on a heck of a performance, and then we will be like, oh shoot, now we have to talk about Matt Angel all the time.
Yeah,
that's the goal here.
Matthew St. versus
it's not the Dynasty match, is it?
It is the Dynasty match.
That's the one I don't have.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah.
As I just talked about our boys in Dynasty, and they're the one match I didn't put up.
Yep.
Wow. Fired from the Dynasty fan club. Son of a bitch.
That's okay. Matthew St. Jacques versus Leon Saver. I think Matthew St. Jacques was originally going to be slotted into that four-way tag match. Unfortunately, something happened. His partner couldn't make the match. So he's got Leon Saver instead. So, I mean, a little bit of different prep heading into this. At least he's had a little bit of time to adjust the game plan. When you think, hey, I've got 3 teams to worry about, tag match. Nope, it's going to be a singles match. You change your focus a little bit.
Yeah, that's a very drastic change.
Mhm.
I would love to know what goes into that prep work of like, oh, I'm expecting a tag match and all this stuff, and now I'm just going to go one-on-one.
So, I mean, I'm hyped for it. These two will go out and they'll beat each other up. They'll have a hell of a match. It'll be fun. It might fly out of the radar. It's not going to be your heavyweight championship match, but these two will go and have a banger of a match. Make no
Right. It's not going to be your traditional match, but again, I think it'll be fun. It's going to be a good time. IWS is all the matches always. Like, you may not be like overly excited for them on paper sometimes, but they always perform well. Like, it might not be the headlining show stealing, names that you're like, oh, yep, that makes sense. And then boom, it's like, oh shit, that was awesome. I love watching an IWS card, and it flies by real quick. Like, you're having too much fun. You're like, oh shoot, this thing's almost over. Damn.
You did add another match, but it wasn't the Dynasty match.
Nope, but it was another match that I didn't have.
Another match. So, who you taking in that one? You taking Leon or you taking Matthew St. Jacques?
Give me Leon.
Yeah. Okay. You take Leon, I'll take Matthew, and then we'll see. You got to have some of those tiebreakers in there.
That's right. I got to play the strategy.
So, the one you threw up there, these two are going to go out there and have an absolute banger. Benjamin Tull, fresh off of losing the IWS Heavyweight Championship, going one-on-one with James Stone.
Hells yeah. Yeah, Tull's looking to get back on that in those winning ways.
Mm-hmm.
Because, he took a big L to my guy, Carl Jepsen.
So do you think that loss is going to affect him? Like, is this going to be the snowball effect? You're going to start seeing those losses pull up because, I mean, he had quite the run as IWS heavyweight champion.
No, I don't think so.
Now you think he's going to be back on the winning track?
Oh, I think this is the start to his redemption tour to get back to Carl Jepsen. Well, correction, to get back to Big Ben Ortmans, because I picked Big Ben Ortmans to win. So, yeah. And Ben and Benjamin have a history too. So let's get him back in the mix here. I might end up just uploading a bunch of stuff because I cannot see it as I go.
That's okay.
I only see it when it uploads. So we'll see what happens here.
That's okay. You're taking Ben to get back in the win column?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's not it.
Okay. I'll take James on this one. I have no problem with that.
Oh, look at you. Hey, James Stone is no slouch. I mean, I'm not.
No. That's why I think, maybe that loss is going to play a bit of a factor into this one. James can get to use that to his advantage, pull off a massive victory, and put himself into contention for that heavyweight championship.
I'm just a big fan of people coming off a big loss and getting,
the redemption.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the redemption arc. That's the word I'm looking for.
You loved the Jamie Tart redemption arc in Ted Lasso.
I haven't seen all of Ted Lasso. So
really?
I think I saw the first season. I haven't gone any further than that.
Why not?
Because I don't know. I think I got it.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I'll have to. It's not that it's a bad show.
No, it's a great show.
Jamie, he's a dick. Does he become a nice guy and a good guy and reformed bad boy?
We get a solid Jamie Tart redemption arc.
Oh, nice. Oh,
maybe you should check it out.
Fired me.
Yeah. So you got time now. Cue it up.
I've been fired. There it is. I got it.
Not least for the IWS Tag Team Championship, we've got the Sexy Beasts, we've got Dynasty, the Bay City Choir Boys, and Elevation.
Oh my gosh, dude. So much fun in this match, but you already know what it is. We are Dynasty affiliated on this podcast.
You can't pick against Dynasty.
No. But I love the Bay City Choir Boys, though. I really do. And then I got the Sexy Beasts in there. That's just gonna be a car crash.
This is one that's tough to pick. like, because you mentioned we're Dynasty fans, Dynasty affiliated,
Yeah.
but you have 3 other incredible teams in here. Elevation is going to be looking to make a big splash, and this is a huge opportunity for them. Bay City Choir Boys, they don't want to be one and done. They want to build up those wins.
Yeah.
And when you get this Sexy Beast in there as well, I mean, Sexy Eddie, who doesn't love Sexy Eddie? But
that's true. That's fair.
But
if you don't want Sexy Eddie, there's something wrong with you.
Jackson Roy, Mikey Truth, they're going to come into this match. They're going to deliver. Dynasty delivers. Dynasty's coming in tonight, picking up a massive victory.
Boom.
Count it.
That's if Mikey shows up on time. He was late to blowing off stream.
He was.
Just kidding. Love you, Mikey.
He just strolled in casually.
Yeah, it's just like
45 minutes later.
No, he'll be there. He'll be ready to go. We rock with our boys in Dynasty.
Hell yeah. So that is the massive IWS card. That's tonight up on Triller TV. Sign up. It's a membership worth getting.
Yeah,
when you see all the stuff that's up there.
How much I think it's still $4.99 for me. It's a good value to get the IWS, get GCW, which we'll talk about a GCW card here probably after some tidbitties.
Yeah, we're going to do
Tiddo biddies. You get MLWs on there. Now you can order AEW pay-per-views and stuff on there. So there's
MLW's got a show coming up too. I think Battle Riot's coming up soon. So
boom, yeah.
Got to hang out with Alex Kane last weekend.
Oh, how was that? How was hanging?
That was a lot of fun. I mean, Alex and Josh put on a hell of a match.
Heck yeah, dude.
I'll make sure I throw up the link when it finally gets posted. But
hell yeah,
those two solid guys. So,
did you tell him Boomaye? Did you just be like, we're pro Alex Kane stands on this podcast?
Yeah, he knows.
Yeah,
so because what I do for my prep, like before commentary, is like, because the days before I'm making notes, I'm going over stuff, and then before the show, I'll go up to everyone, introduce myself and be like, hey, is there anything, like you need me to get over with, anything you want? Because like I got my list, but there might be something specific, like because with some indie wrestlers, it's like, hey, if you have a name for a move, I want to know what it is so I can call it that.
Right.
Because it's, it's a reflection of you be able to like call it properly. So when I was talking to Alex, like, because, he's going over everything and he's like, and Boomaye is for the people. And I was like, hell yeah, Boomaye is.
That's right.
So,
that's right. Alex is a good dude. Super good dude.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that was a lot of fun.
You got to meet him and
TJ Miller.
TJ Miller. Yeah.
The most random.
The guy from the Emoji Movie.
Is he in the Emoji Movie?
He stars in the Emoji Movie.
I didn't know that.
Which is wildly considered one of the worst movies of all time.
I remember him from Deadpool and Office Christmas Party.
I've never seen Office Christmas Party.
You should watch it. Maybe around Christmas time because it is a Christmas movie, but you would like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, yeah, TJ Miller's funny. I like TJ Miller.
I watched Dodgeball last night.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Dive, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
Some of the script does not hold up in this day and age. I'll just say that much. So warning if you decide to go and watch it. But yeah. I don't know how a movie about dodgeball actually worked out.
Oh, it's so good. Dodgeball's
fantastic. I did laugh. So.
You guys had me at blood and semen.
We could do some tidbits. I wanted to throw up from blood and semen to tidbits.
Tiddo bitties, baby.
Here on For Exposure. So I want to throw this up because although we are not a Japanese wrestling podcast, a lot of the wrestlers that wrestle in Tokyo Joshi Pro also wrestle over here on Independence. And I thought, hey, they have a show tonight or tomorrow night. People may want to check it out. It's up on Wrestle Universe. So I just wanted to throw up a couple of the matches. Wrestle Universe is a great investment because you get so many different promotions. So just a chance to check out some wrestlers who currently work American Indies, also wrestle over there for the most part. So Mayu Watanabe, challenge facing off against Shoko Nakajima. Shoko wrestles West Coast Pro all the time. We've got Suzumi Arizu Endo facing off against Himawari and Wakada Uehara. Oh man, I'm going to butcher these names.
Sound like me just trying to say normal words.
I know. Yuki Arai teaming up with Yuki Kamifuku versus Nao Kakuta and Mizuki. And the one I think that you would be most hyped for, Haru Kazushiro and Maki Ito.
Put some respect on her name, Blair. It's Maki effing Ito.
Maki effing Ito. So,
gang affiliated Maki effing Ito. She's going to take over for Nick Gage as the leader of the MDK gang one day. It's going to be glorious.
This is happening May 5th. And if I'm not mistaken,
that's tomorrow.
Yes. If I'm not mistaken, because they gave all of like the North American time zone times, I think it lines up. But if you're wanting to watch it, Eastern time zone, this is happening at 10:30 tomorrow night.
Oh, so nice.
Kind of correlate to that 8:30 Mountain Time, 9:30 Central. So something, if you're looking to watch something maybe a little different, sign up for the Wrestle Universe and check it out.
Time zones are tough, but no, that'd be good. I need to get more Joshi Pro in my life because there are some super incredible, talented performers in that promotion, and then they come over here and I watch them and I'm like, they're so good, but then they're doing this on a regular basis over in Japan, and I need to step my game up.
For some match announcements, Prestige is starting to announce stuff for upcoming shows. We got Randy Myers versus Matt Brannigan.
Yes, that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, love some Ravenous Randy.
If you love some weird wrestling, there's this up your alley.
Mm-hmm. One that I'm very hyped for, out in Alpha 1, Fresh Air versus Fight or Flight.
Oh, nice. Fresh Air's in the house. We always got to go with our boys in Fresh Air.
Fresh Air always delivers. So that's going to be a good one. And I mean, some big news that, could affect indies with Ethan Page.
Yeah.
ROH and AEW. He runs Alpha 1, and you got to think he's going to be going out to the indies and really wanting to put some respect on that name.
Yeah, he's a guy that, like, when he signed there in AEW, I was like, that's a no-brainer. He had that really awesome run in TNA. Well, it was Impact at the time, TNA, with the North, and that fizzled out. That he goes to AEW, and I was like, this is a guy that you want in your promotion. And it just never took off for whatever reason. And however it went down, I hate to see people leave companies and lose jobs, but I think Ethan Page is a guy that's going to just tear it up.
Yeah,
he's going to go on a run in the indies. He may go back to TNA. Whatever he decides to do, he is going to show out.
I think it was, an amicable split, if I'm not mistaken, and obviously Ethan Page wants to get out there, do more stuff. It's the same as Matt Hardy. I mean, he wanted a bigger role on screen. He wasn't going to get that. So now he's back in TNA. I'm sure he'll do more indies and stuff like that. So if, it's not what you're hoping for, not what you're wanting, go out there and, make the best of it.
And don't get me wrong, no disrespect to Matt Hardy, but Ethan Page is in the prime of his career right now. He looks like Matt Hardy's at the tail end and wanted to do more on his farewell tour type deal, I would imagine. So, but yeah, Ethan Page is a guy that just like, I'm excited for whatever he decides to do next. Like it's going to be, he's still got a lot left in the tank where he could even make a run. Maybe he signs at a bigger place. Who knows?
Coming up, I think it's this week, if I'm not mistaken. May 9th. So coming up this week, Wrestling Open. So they've got an upcoming show. It's out in the Northeast, up on IWTV.
That's a JPJ's neck of the woods, man.
Yeah. Brad Hollister defending the Wrestling Open Championship against Joey Janela, and a match that is certainly going to bang. Cruel defending the IWTV World Championship against Ricky Shane Page.
Oof, it's going to be violent. That's going to be bloody.
RSP, he a few years ago really had a lot of hype behind him, and it kind of quieted down a little bit.
Yeah, he's underrated a little bit.
He is.
He does some good stuff on MLW, and I get a chance to see it. And JPJ, you should go to that show, dude. You're out that way.
Check it out. Give us a live report back.
I think that's literally his backyard. if I'm not mistaken, Worcester, Mass.
Okay. And the big news
Uh-oh.
coming out of this week. This was a last minute edition.
Oh yeah.
GCW No Sleep, June 28th, Zilla Fatu's homecoming. This has potential to be incredible.
Did you get no sleep thinking about this all night when you thought?
I only found out about it this morning. I'm not going to sleep tonight.
I know you texted me like, I got one more. Put the graphic in. Zilla's homecoming. This is going to be epic. Zilla, this is your life. They're going to have like a celebration.
Any short of it being 2.5 hours of Zilla Fatu in the ring, beating up every jabron from the back. Like just Samoan spiking all of them. Just a mountain of guys in the ring.
They just come out, just taking them down one by one, mowing them down, eating cake in the process.
Yeah. Like,
oh man.
Hell yeah.
He gets announced homecoming king.
Why
and queen.
Homecoming chief.
Homecoming chief. Then he signs his contract in WWE on the back of some jabron.
No, he needs a solid indie run. Don't take this away from me.
It's not up to me. Here's the thing. I don't think we think he's very good. You and I, you especially, you really love him, but I see the specialness in him as well. I think it's only a matter of time before they're like, we got this new bloodline angle going. And I think Triple H is like, let's get him in our system, get him developed so that we can continue to have family members in the Samoan dynasty coming out and ruining main event pay-per-view matches.
I think part of my love for him is because he's still so raw.
Yeah.
It's like, and it's like endearing. So like he goes out there and he's not on the same level as Jacob Fatu.
Yeah, he's not polished. It's a grittier.
No, but I love that about him. The grittiness comes out with Zilla so much.
Yeah, which is what you just said, Jacob Fatu. There's rumors circulating everywhere that Fatu might show up today at Backlash and take care of, help take care of Randy and KO.
Okay.
So we'll see. We'll see. That means Zilla got that next spot.
He's got that number one spot.
I mean, for your sake, I hope he wrestles in the Indies forever.
Me too. Because I'll be a sad, sad boy if he signs at WWE soon.
We'll have to change the graphics to all black and just do like a funeral when he signs.
In memorandum or whatever it's called.
Yeah. Play that I will remember. They like play clips from his indie run. We're like, he's still alive. He's just signing with the Fed.
Mm-hmm. Last tidbit that I don't have graphics for, but Progress Super Strong 16th. They're running their tournament. I think it's in London, if I'm not mistaken. But now it's for the Strong Style 16 tournament. Ricky Knight Jr., TK Cooper, Shelton Benjamin, Age Blanc, Jacobs, Man Like DeReese, Connor Mills, Eddie Dennis, Brian Keith, Mike Santana, Tate Mayfair, Simon Miller, Kid Lycos 2, and Casey Navarro.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
That is a who's who right there. That's a solid card. Let's go.
Okay. So how about we chat about some NEW because they got an upcoming show. They're out in BC. They put their stuff up on YouTube. And a lot of your favorites that you see monthly on Love Wrestling, they wrestle over there, and some other great athletes. So let's talk about that one.
Let's do it. Let's do the dumb thing.
So Friday, May 10th, NEW presents Dark at the Commodore Ballroom. We have Nicole Matthews versus Jody Threat versus Amira versus Zoe Sager, a number one contender match, fatal 4-way.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I'm hyped for this match.
That's a who's who. That's like 4 of my favorite women in professional wrestling doing the damn thing. Like, what do you do there? What do you do there? How do you go? Who do you pick?
That's the thing. Like any 4 of those are a very worthy number one contender.
Very well. Speaking of Jody Threat, that's a perfect segue. So I'm gonna steal the momentum of your real quick, and I think it's right. Oh wait, I went too far. She's gonna be hosting Money in the Drank, the pub crawl, Love Wrestling pub crawl around WWE Money in the Bank in Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday, July 6th. So if you want to hang out with possibly the new number one contender and Impact star and Love Wrestling personalities such as Zach, Spencer, Lawrence, JPJ, and drink some beers and hang out in Toronto, that's what you need to do.
Toronto.
How do you say Toronto?
Toronto.
Toronto Maple Leafs.
Yes.
All right, now we can keep pushing. I had to do the shameless plug of the Money in the Drink pub crawl. It's going to be a good time if you're in the area. There's a mailing list and things like that. Tickets are available pretty soon, actually.
Yeah. So we've got that one. We have Reloaded going 2-on-2. I was gonna say 1-on-1, 2-on-2 with the Hammer Bros.
Oh, look at I don't know which Hammer Bro this one is with the stash, but he is really working hard.
He is jacked.
He is just he's great to see these. He's ready to go. Reloaded is fantastic. We love Reloaded on this show. Mm-hmm. Hammer Bros, don't know too much about him, but based on this graphic, I got to check that out.
Mm-hmm. I'm hyped for that one. I love Reloaded. I think they're one of the best tag teams in North America. So.
Hell yeah.
We have Tara Zepp, one of our favorites, challenging Bambi Hall. Bambi Hall, someone we don't see too often. I would love for Bambi to get more opportunities. I mean, I know she got a couple matches with ROH last year.
Mm-hmm.
Love to see her make some more, appearances elsewhere in Canada, because I think Bambi's incredible, very talented. And Tara Zepp, I mean, she's really putting herself out there, getting some massive opportunities. And she's crushing it every single time.
Yeah, I've seen her a lot of places lately. And Bambi Hall's fantastic. Every time I watch her match, when she has matches, I watch them. They're good. Like, I think she had a really good one last year, if I'm not mistaken, with TFA.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, that I really enjoyed. So that's going to be a good time.
Yeah. So I think that's going to be a hell of a match. I'm hyped for that one. This one is going to be incredible. El Fantasmo going on one-on-one with Casey Ferreira. Casey Ferreira is must-see TV. Yeah. Casey is the next generation, the next level of independent wrestling. Casey shows out, and what an incredible opportunity with this matchup, challenging El Fantasmo.
Hell yeah. And no disrespect to El Fantasmo, but when I was putting the graphics up, he's giving me Logan Paul vibes in that graphic. I was like, is that Logan Paul? But because it's just the way it looks. But yeah, no, you're right. This is going to be a good matchup, must see when it comes out. Where does this come out? I'm not sure. Do they put this out on their YouTube? Okay, so go to the NEW YouTube page for all these matches. But that's going to be one that I'm going to definitely have queued up in my rotation for sure.
They did have streaming up on Roku, I think, up on there. I don't know if they still do, but they do put stuff up on YouTube, so you can always check that out.
Perfect.
Yeah.
When in doubt, YouTube it out.
In a massive opportunity, Elliot Tyler going one-on-one with Josh Alexander.
Jeez, talk about a huge opportunity.
Oh,
you undersold it there. Elliot Tyler, he's fantastic. We've seen him a few times in LPW, and every time he's in LPW, he shows out. And Josh Alexander is like the standard right now for professional wrestling. Like, he's just so damn good. So I would be shocked if Elliot Tyler pulls out the massive upset here, but hey,
the deck is stacked against Elliot. It's
weapon.
No disrespect to Elliot.
Yes,
because Josh Alexander is one of the best out there right now, but Elliot's a fighter. Elliot's going to put up a hell of a match, a huge opportunity. I'm excited for Elliot Tyler to come play ball tonight or on May 10th, because I think that he's going to put on a hell of a showing, and hopefully he can get a big dub. But it's going to be
come play ball. I thought you were hanging out with Elliot Tyler. Dude.
I wish
I'd love to play basketball or something. I was like, dude, I want to come shoot some hoops.
I'd love to hang out with Elliot. That's on my bucket list, to chill with Elliot Tyler.
That would be cool.
All right. For the NEW Women's Championship, Taryn from Accounting versus Eliza Hall. You have two of Western Canada's best. This matchup is going to be incredible.
They, if I'm not mistaken, have wrestled before.
I think so.
And yeah, if I'm not mistaken, but TFA, you know how I feel about TFA. She's my girl. She's the third beard on beards. She's your champion. I love it. Mm-hmm. You know, Liza Hall, though, is no slouch. Liza Hall is hard hitting. She's fantastic. She can hold her own with anybody in the ring.
Yeah.
I'm interested though in this setup of the card. If the new number one contender, whoever that may be, somehow gets involved, maybe shows that, whoever comes out on top, which of course I'm picking TFA, comes out and we get a little standoff at the end. Because no disrespect to Liza Hall, but that four way for the number one contendership, those are some heavy hitters. So I would be worried for TFA if she's looking past Liza a little bit.
The NEW women's division is
Stacked, dude. How could you not be thinking ahead?
You have the women's championship match with TFA and Liza Hall. Then you have the number one contenders match. You still have Tara Zepp and Bambi Hall. So you have 6 viable contenders on top of the champion and the challenger. So
yeah, I don't know how TFA does it. I don't know how she's going to maneuver this card, but I know she will. She'll prevail. She always does.
For the NEW championship, Sebastian Wolf challenging the champion, Mr. Ferguson.
Now let's see. Put it on Sebastian Wolf, you cowards.
No.
I love Sebastian Wolf.
So do I.
He's fantastic.
But I also love Mr. Ferguson.
That's fair too. But I pick. I got to pick with my heart. I pick. I say it with my chest. Mr. Ferguson, Sebastian Wolf. It's gonna be a slugfest. You're gonna love it. It's gonna be a hell of a match. I'm just waiting for that Sebastian Wolf moment where he just breaks out and goes up and just starts tearing things up.
It's
belt collector Sebastian Wolf is what I want in my life.
It's gonna happen,
and it's gonna start right here.
Maybe not this month. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So
do it, you cowards.
This is going to be a hell of a show. This is happening on Friday. Stay tuned to the NEW YouTube page. Hopefully it gets put up there.
Yes.
And before that, so we're quickly going to run through GCW. And then we'll...
And there was a GCW card last night. I did not get a chance to check it out due to some other things. Other priorities came up. So I will probably watch that this weekend, and we'll talk about it next weekend.
Yeah, sounds good. We'll quickly run through the World of Lucha, which is happening May 5th, Cinco de Mayo.
Yes.
So I'll run through the card. You can give me any thoughts afterwards. Sound good?
Yes. Masha
Slamovich versus Dolce Tormenta.
Banger.
We've got Pimpinella Escalarda versus Effie.
Hells yeah.
Banger,
dude. So good.
Los Desperados versus Jack Cartwheel, Gravity, and Aramis. I think this may have been changed to a tag match, but I'm not for certain. So GCW always changes up leading up to the show anyways. So
yeah, it's card subject to change.
Yeah. Speedball Mike Bailey versus Galeno Del Mal. We've got Joey Janela versus Masquerita Dorada. Blake Christian versus Laredo Kid, and Cole Radrick versus Dimas.
Hells yeah.
All right.
They should have called this card the World versus Lucha.
Ooh.
Because it's very mixed of like traditional lucha styles. It's called the World on Lucha. And then you got very traditional luchador wrestlers, and then you've got a lot of your GCW favorites. Should have maybe made it a versus thing. It's going to be a cool. I like that. I like the way they've kind of mixed it in through, using Joey Janela, Mike Bailey, all the Cartwheel and all those guys. This is going to be a fast-paced show.
I think it's going to be sneaky good.
There's not going to be a lot of rest holds.
No, not a lot of rest holds. Probably not a lot of tables. Not a lot of thumbtacks or blood.
Nah, but still maybe some.
A little bit.
Maybe a little bit. Effie is still wrestling here.
Yeah. You're not getting Rina Yamashita levels of violence in this, but you'll get like Effie levels of violence.
Which is all good. Effie's awesome. And he's coming to LPW next month.
I fucking love Effie.
With Alley Catch.
Yeah. Challenging Ride or Die.
Dude, I don't know what to do.
You're torn, aren't you?
I'm already torn. Ooh. I'm a lot of things.
This has been karaoke.
This is how I feel. I'm cold and I'm afraid. I'm lying naked on the floor. Sorry.
The World on Rest Hold is next week, and Lawrence is running it.
would be something. Could we put together a card of the best wrestlers who give the best rest holds and do a whole show about it?
It's Randy Orton just giving chin locks for an hour.
The world on rest holds is gonna rule.
You get some Randy Orton, maybe some Jake Roberts. Headlocks. Nothing but headlocks.
Braun Strowman.
Body scissors. Bear hugs.
Yes. Just, oh my gosh. Just a match built strictly around the rest hold would be something special.
GCW's had like a quiet couple weeks lately, eh?
Yeah. I don't want to. I don't know if that's good or bad. The cards look great, but they just don't feel. I haven't felt the hype the last couple weeks around these cards. They're still good shows. They're still good cards. It's just the noise, the buzz about them hasn't been as big since the collective. Like it's almost like they were like, "Yeah, we did the collective, we killed it." Or people maybe are tired of their, but GCW is still putting on good shows. I don't know.
You look in like the next couple months, like the matches they're hyping up, they're putting out there, like it's fixing to pick up. It's just like right now it's in like a down period almost.
Hells yeah. But they'll pick it back up. They got another collective coming up soon, probably around SummerSlam weekend. And again, these cards are fine.
Yeah,
they'll be fine. It's ebb and it flows.
Yeah. So, my dude, this was a fun show today.
Somebody just messaged me on Facebook and said I'm one of 5 people that are excited for Christian Cage versus Swerve Strickland at Doverill and Nuffin. And I said, my kind of people.
I'm excited for it.
I know, right? The hell, man. People are weird. But yeah, we got a lot to talk about. Like I said, next weekend we got things coming up too. Yeah. We're gonna definitely talk that these GCW cards because they look good.
We'll talk about what we watched. Hopefully we'll do our bangers of the month. Yes. Since it's the beginning of May, so hopefully we'll get those trotted out for you. And
because it's gonna be May.
It already is May.
It's already May.
So if you're watching us here, you want to follow on other social media, check out Graymaker Wrestling Podcast. Shoot me a follow, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, X, all that stuff, Twitter, YouTube.
Yeah, dude, because you're killing it out there in the game.
Trying to. So check for that every Saturday here with this guy.
That's me. Right here in his face.
This show for exposure.
Eating chicken tendies, singing 90s hits.
Oh, yeah. Talking about early 2000s comedies. That's what we do here.
It's like a retro review / independent wrestling show.
Yeah.
We're half the people don't understand our references because we're old.
Yeah, we are.
They're like Natalie and Bruglia. Who's that?
What was that?
But the second you say the chick that sung the song about Torn, they're like, oh yeah, her.
Where can everybody find you?
All right.
What do you have coming up? Because you're always.
I've got lunch with the fam coming up here in like an hour, so we got a hard out today. That's what I got coming up. But I am. So we did an interview yesterday with the one, the only Heel Scoob out on the TikTok world. He's doing his damn thing. We did that on Beards last night. So if you want to check that out, please do. Huh?
2 nights.
Oh, Thursday night. Yeah, it's already Saturday. I'm losing my mind. Thursday night, 8 p.m. with JPJ. I don't know where I've gone this week, but check out that interview we did with Heel Scoob. We also did our backlash predictions on that show. So do that. You could find me, like you said, here Saturdays with you. You could find me at Pluggo on all social medias. You can find at B2Beards on all social medias as well for updates on that. You can find my interview with the Prime Minister of Canada, Matt Viviani, who we talked about, up right now on lovewrestling.ca. I've also got one up there right now with Jack Pride, Alex Mays. There's so many up there. Check them out. That's a fun little project I like to do. And then, of course, my podcast, when I decide to do that, is Unplugged with Pluggo on all your favorite social media platforms. I will probably pump one out this weekend after I give my backlash thoughts. I think that's it. I also did a podcast with Snug Wrestling. So if you want to check out what Snug Wrestling has to do, go over there on YouTube and check that out as well.
Awesome. So thank you so much for joining us. Thanks for hitting up the chat, spending an hour with us. Hopefully you find some great wrestling to watch this weekend, and hopefully we see you back here next Saturday for exposure. Peace in the streets.
Boom.